Houston, say again, please.
Houston, we have a problem.
All right, guys, before all the fun and games and the festivities begin, if you are not 18 or older, then you cannot listen. You have to stop listening right now. They're watching you.
Who's watching you, Krystal?
They're watching them.
Their eyes are watching God?
They're watching them.
Oh, okay. Sure.
NSA.
Hey, everybody. It's Rae, and you're listening to Houston, We Have a Problem podcast. Today, Lloyd is out. Garvey has held her prisoner, and there's nothing we can do about it. So it's just me and Chris.
Yay!
Very exciting. Well, guys, if you want to get in contact with the show, you can tweet us at T for Tried It. You can email us at HoustonWeHaveAProblemPod@gmail.com. You can find us on Facebook. You can either find us at the Black Astronauts Podcast Facebook page, but what you really want to do is find the group, and then you'll get added into the group, and you can come and kick it with the rest of us. We post videos and talk all types of crazy stuff. Just a good time to be had by all. So find us on the page. And then you can also support the show by actually rating us on iTunes, sending feedback, which I don't think we have any today. Feels a little hurt, but not for real. It's okay. I understand. You can email the show, Black Astronauts Podcast, and then also you can support us on Patreon. Now, Patreon is a place where you go and you subscribe to our podcast, and you get a special feed, and depending on how much you contribute every month, you will get certain perks. For example, if you give between $3 and $5, you'll get a shout out on the main BAP show. For $5, you'll get a shout out on all the shows, plus access to the BAP archives, which is about 5 years strong. For $10, you'll have access to our monthly fireside chats and bonus content, plus the archives. Now, guys, this is one thing that I do want to tell you is that our levels are getting ready to change. I think by the time the next BAP comes out, we should have it announced. So that'll give you guys plenty of time to decide if you can want to up your donations or change your levels or anything like that. But more on that to come. So keep an eye out both on the feed and in the Black Astronauts Podcast group, because we are also going to announce it there. And so with one of the perks to subscribing to Patreon, one of the things you get is your name read on the shows, and Chris is going to hook us up with that.
Yay! So shout out to all of these special people. V. Williams. Oh, Vanessa Williams. Hey girl, thanks. Feeks Beard, I guess.
It's not
Peter
much to
H.
say about that.
Peter H. Pasto Shanae, Felt 5, Hey Dope, Robbie R, Deloya, Sadida H, Shlonda W, Wonga, Cameron B, Mr. Brent, although I decided to call him, I think I said Cedric. It was some old black name.
You know what? I actually think that I know who he is. I think there was somebody under a video, and I was like, "Ooh, is that you?" And then they was being coy, but I think that is him. I'm not sure though.
It's probably him. Simo, Ashley G, Cho Nilla, Knowledge, Dre, the greatest that is MJ, Donald, better not be Donald Trump, Ophelia Ono, Teddy Funk, Charlie Snowflake, Angela D, Nikki M, Devo G, Willis. Come on, Willis Dick Fit. Man, come on.
Go ahead.
Shadrach C, Shauna E, Ariana, Jordan H, Pam M, Scrum Master Flash.
Yes. Thank you, guys.
I'm tired of being treated this way.
That's funny. Okay, that's funny. Whoever that person is, you're very clever. You're doing a great job out there.
Yeah.
I just think that it's an effective use of to troll the show. Willis Dick Fit.
Oh my God.
I can't wait until Feek has to read that on Married to Shade. Anyway, guys, let's start off with what you've been up to in the last couple weeks, Krystal.
I have been just the same old working, trying to get famous and whatnot. And once again, my little side hustle, I make body scrubs and face scrubs and body oils and body butters.
You sick woman.
I don't have a problem. Thanks. Just trying to make $1 out of 15 cents. So my body butters are $15 because they come in big ass containers. Or if you want a smaller container, it would be $10. And my body, what did I say? Wait, my body scrubs. My body scrubs are $10. And so are my face scrubs. And the body oils are, I believe, $10 as well. So if you want to get in touch with me about that, or you just want to say hey, or you want to be on the Ask Chrissy series, you can email me at ask_Chrissy@yahoo.com. You can also find me on Twitter and on Tumblr as the Chrissy Chula, and Instagram and YouTube and Facebook as Chrissy Chula. And I also have my own Patreon page with different, gifts and goodies and stuff like that. So that is patreon.com/Chrissy Chula. Yeah.
Okay, guys. So it was at this very moment that my computer decided that it was no longer interested in recording our podcast. So I had to restart the recording. There's a little bit of stuff missing, but we just picked right back up after we realized it with Leslie Jones. So, here we go. So, guys, let's get into these topics, okay? So, the first one, okay, wait, before we get started. So, I have 3 things on the docket, okay?
All right.
So do you want to be kind of sad? Do you want to be upset in real life or upset in half real life?
I want to be kind of sad, then upset, then half upset.
Okay. So let's start off with kind of sad. And not really necessarily kind of sad, but just upsetting. It's one of these situations where somebody that you really like says something or admitted to feeling a way about something that makes you really sad because you want the best for them. Okay. So, everybody, I'm assuming, who listens to this show is very well aware of who Leslie Jones is. Yes. She's an awesome comedian who has caught just an inordinate and just crazy amount of flack for being who she is and looking the way she does, which is of no offense to anybody who's not an asshole. Is that fair to say? Krystal?
That's a fair assessment.
Okay. So, recently she posted a post on, what was it? It was on Twitter slash Instagram, and it was a picture of her in the gym, and the caption said, one moment while my article sets itself with all the ads. And whenever you're ready, Madame Noir, take your time. Really. Okay, well, I'll just give you the synopsis of it because clearly it doesn't want to participate with me today. Basically, she was in the gym and she noticed that, she was at the gym and she was just like, basically saying that she wondered why she was working out so hard to be in her best shape when in the men that she's hoping will notice her and they aren't taking notice. And so, okay, she says, like, I feel like I'm doing it for nothing. I know I know I'm healthy and look good, but I really feel like it's what's it all for the people you want, if the people you want to notice don't. I feel like I might die alone.
Oh.
Yeah. And so a lot of people reached out in support of her. People sent her really nice tweets, just like, you're great, you're wonderful, you're beautiful, you look like Linda Evangelista, you're a model, things like that. And
did you stone those tights?
She definitely stole those tights. And so it was interesting because I was reading through a lot of because I read through the replies because for some reason I've gotten into punishing myself and reading like replies and comments, even though I know that that's like the cesspool of the internet.
Yeah, you set yourself up for that one.
Yeah, but actually there was a lot of really, really, really nice stuff that people said. And one thing that I noticed a lot of people were saying, or they're like, be healthy for you. Don't do it for a man. Fuck guys, they suck. You should do it for yourself and be healthy, and stuff like that. And I don't know. I feel like, but just because I do it to be healthy don't mean I still don't want niggas to take notice.
Also, I don't recall her mentioning anything about a man. Maybe she's doing it for a
No,
woman.
she was she basically was saying that the reason why she was working out, like she was working out and she knows that she's doing it to be healthy, but sometimes it feels like it's pointless because niggas don't pay attention to her. She feels like she wants to be her men to appreciate and to look and be like, damn, she looks good, but they don't.
Well, I know that I'm saying that I get what she's saying. I'm saying, how do they know that she was talking about excuse me. How do they necessarily know she was talking about a man?
Because she said, hold on, let's see, this is why you need to find the original. Give me a second so I can find the picture.
Man, I'm about to pull it up. Hold on. No, she said people.
Girl,
says,
bye.
Okay.
She was talking about
says,
niggas not paying no attention to her. Cut it out.
Well, that's what I'm saying, though. But that's a point that I was making.
Was how do we know she's talking about men?
Yeah.
Because that's what she said.
That's not what she said.
Oh, my God. Hold on. You are being really obtuse and annoying for no reason.
I got it up right now. I was about to read it and you interrupted me.
Go ahead and read it.
It says, okay, back to cardio, but confession. I feel like I'm doing it for nothing. I know it's not, I'm healthy. What? Yeah. I know it's not, I'm healthy and look good, but I really feel like what's it all for if the people you want to notice don't? I just feel like I might die alone. Sorry, that's pretty heavy today.
So who was she talking about then, Krystal?
She could have been talking about a woman.
Oh, girl, get over it. Okay, a significant other.
Oh, thank you.
I mean, I just assumed that all she ever talked about was men in her comedy special and liking men. So there would be no reason to assume why she wouldn't be talking about a man. But you know what? Fair. Sure. She could have been talking about a woman. Asshole. Anyway. So, yeah, but that was one thing that I found interesting about like the feedback. Like it's one of those things where sometimes people are trying to be positive and trying to be helpful, but they're not being helpful. Hello?
Yeah, I was about to say something. Well, I just feel like, yeah, they were projecting. Like sometimes people don't need you to approve or disapprove or, comment at all. Sometimes people just need to vent. Sometimes people just need to let that shit out. And it seems like that was one of those posts where she was just like, this is on my mind. I just needed to get it out there.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm pretty sure that she appreciates people for, coming out and being supportive of her and saying nice things to her and stuff like that, because who doesn't like that? But like, it's just one of those things where it's like, oh, well, don't do it for a guy, do it for yourself. And it's like, no, but I want these niggas to see this ass too.
Right. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with wanting attention and wanting to be wanted. It's not like she on every post saying, oh Lord, I wish I had a man. Oh Lord, I'm doing this workout today. Hope I can get a man to marry me. She just mentioned one thing that was on her mind. It was just, like I said, I think she was just having a moment. She said, you know what? I just want to get this shit out, and I just want to say it somehow because I'm tired of having it in my head. So here we go. I just felt like people didn't need to comment, but people are always going to comment.
Yeah, and I mean, but when you put it on Twitter or on the internet, you expect people to comment. So I don't know. I wouldn't mind the comments, but it's definitely one of those things where it's like, I'm telling y'all that I feel this specific way because of this specific reason, and then you're telling me to not feel that way for that reason.
Yeah. It's
like, today
just,
I am feeling lonely because I don't have a man, and I know I don't need a man, but it don't mean I don't want one. And I know that I work out to feel better, but I still want niggas to think I'm fine.
Right. And she has every right to feel that way. She has every right to have that moment.
Yeah. So. But I was also very happy to read through a lot of the replies and people just being like, girl, we love you. And, it's okay. We all feel that way. And I'm just like, good, because that is some identifiable shit right there. I was actually surprised to see how many other people felt that way. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it. I was about to say can't relate, but I've had that feeling every once in a while.
Because like in my case, for you guys who don't know, I'm like 5'10", and like I've been tall my entire life. You know what I mean? And like, and I shot up out of nowhere. I was taller than most people for a very, very, very long time, and it made me feel awkward and weird. You know what I mean? Just like, damn, I'm tall as fuck. Like niggas are 5'7", and I haven't been 5'7" in 2 or 3 years, and so. For me, it would be like, okay, well, I do all this stuff. And it's like, for what? These niggas ain't even paying no attention to me. I mean, then I went to college and I found out that they make men in 6'1" and up. And whole life changed.
Wow.
But anyway, enough about that.
Wow.
Okay, so now
I get it. I mean, like, most of the reason I work out is so I can get attention. That's what I want.
Yeah, because I would like to think that I wouldn't be that person, but if I woke up tomorrow with like a body like Beyonce or Rihanna, y'all would have to force me to put on clothing. I would be naked everywhere, all the time, always. I would live by Rihanna's rule. I hear that one of her rules is either I wear a bra or I wear a shirt.
I know that's right.
Listen, I want to live that type of life. But at the moment, I have to check into an office, so I can't live that life, unfortunately. So anyway, guys, let's see. We're gonna move on to. So you said that you want to be like upset next. Not necessarily upset, but the worst.
Yeah, I want to be genuinely upset.
I choose this. Okay, give me 1 second to open this.
I want to feel rage
in your heart and your soul.
Yeah, I mean, I normally do. Like that's generally my go-to feeling every day when I wake up.
Mm-hmm.
But if something can promote it and encourage it, why not? Let's do it.
While I pulled this article, did you see the videos of what people were doing in Philadelphia after the Super Bowl? Which, by the way, guys, Philadelphia won the Super Bowl in sports.
Thank God.
Yeah, I don't like Tom Brady because for whatever reason, I feel like he's like a Trump supporter. I don't know if that's even true or not, if it's just something that I've gleaned from Twitter, because y'all know I don't know nothing, but.
No, he is.
Oh.
He's a Trump supporter.
Ew.
They caught, yeah, he was doing an interview, like around a year ago. And he was in the locker room, and you could see the "Make America Great Again" cap in his locker.
And he was in. I remember he was in the Papa John's commercials, and I didn't like that either.
Yeah.
Ew. Anyway, a Holocaust denier is poised to claim GOP nomination in Illinois' race for Congress.
What's their name?
Arthur Jones, an outspoken Holocaust denier, activist, anti-Semite, and white supremacist, is poised to become the Republican nominee for an Illinois congressional seat representing parts of Chicago and nearby suburbs.
Of course.
This is off of the Chicago Sun-Times. He says, first of all, I'm running for Congress, not the Chancellor of Germany. All right. To me, the Holocaust is what I said it is, an international extortion racket. Jones's website for his latest congressional run includes a section entitled The Holocaust Racket, where he calls the genocide carried out by German Nazi regime and collaborators in other nations the biggest, blackest lie in history. Jones, 70, a retired insurance agent who lived in suburban Lyons, has unsuccessfully run for elected offices in the Chicago area and Milwaukee since the 70s. He ran for Milwaukee mayor in 1976 and 13th Ward alderman in Chicago's Southwest Side in 1987. Since the 1990s and 2016, Jones has jumped in the GOP 3rd Congressional District primary 7 times, never even close to becoming a viable contender. The outcome would be different for Jones in the Illinois primary on March 20th, 2018. To Jones's own amazement, he is the only one on the Republican ballot.
I'm tired. I'm just so tired.
Yeah.
I'm just so tired of white people. I don't know what to do.
Given the fact that I've got no opposition in the primary, okay, I win the one primary by default, right? Jones said during an interview in a coffee shop in Lyons. That leaves Illinois Republicans saddled with a nominee who is well known for his racist and white supremacist activities. A chairman for the Republican Party said in a statement to the Sun-Times that the Illinois Republican Party and our country have no place for Nazis like Arthur Jones. We strongly oppose his racist views and his candidacy for a public office, including the 3rd Congressional District. Jones told the Sun-Times that he's a former leader of the American Nazi Party and now heads a group called the American First Committee. Membership in the organization is open to any white American citizen of European non-Jewish descent, he said. Whew. Shit, that's some good racism right there. God damn. European non-Jewish descent. Damn. Just right there. So I would like to point out to the Republicans that they don't find any problem with a Nazi racist feeling like he has a place in your party. And not just that he has a place in your party, a place in your party so tough that he's willing to run and be a part of your party.
They don't care.
And you don't see nothing wrong with that. Let's keep reading this because Holocaust deniers are right up there with flat earthers to me. You know, it's just like, oh, you know, the earth is flat and they're all lying. The same thing with the Holocaust. Like, okay, so all these pictures and all these videos and all of everything that happened, like people are lying about, they're making it up. But how do you not believe it? There's pictures, there's documents. It's a thing.
There's overwhelming proof.
There's people who were there.
There's video footage.
There are people who were there. I don't know if they're all still alive. I'm sure there's probably some alive, but still there were people who still have their numbers tattooed into their arms.
Yeah, there's Holocaust survivors still alive.
It's a damn shame. Anyway, Arthur Jones, who proudly displays Holocaust denial, xenophobia, and racism on his blog and website, has a long history of hateful extremist and anti-Semitic views, said Lonnie Nassiter, a regional director for the Anti-Defamation League in Chicago Upper Midwest region. For example, in 2009, he protested the opening of the Illinois Holocaust Museum and Education Center and continues to espouse absurd conspiracy theories questioning the death of millions of Jews. He has spoken publicly at numerous neo-Nazi rallies and events expressing xenophobic policies based in racial and religious hatreds. He is, by every definition, an anti-Semite and an unrepentant bigot.
I just want to know, for like Holocaust deniers, where do they think these people, like how can you explain the video footage, the pictures, the records that were kept, all the paperwork?
If I wasn't already on a FBI watch list for my search history on serial killers, I would go to one of those sites just to see.
Like, how do you explain? Because I went to the Holocaust Museum, was it 2 years ago? And they still have people's shoes, their suitcases. They have people's family photos, like all types of clothing. Once again, video footage. Like, what? How can you? I just want to know, how can they explain that?
And to achieve the same question that I have for people from Flat Earth, to achieve what? What good is lying about saying? What good is that gonna do to anybody? What have like, Jewish people gotten out of it?
Sympathy? Right, like what did they get?
Well, no, I don't know. I think that there was some things that have been done, but overall, like, do you think that we're gonna stage a mass genocide?
Yeah, I don't understand why would somebody do that? Or why would they think somebody would do that? And then why do they think the tattoos that people have of their numbers are fake?
Like, I mean, or like, no, not even that, but like.
But it's all types of records.
Everywhere. That's probably one of the most well documented forms. Yeah. I don't understand. There's absolutely no logic to it. And he feels right at home in the GOP.
Well, I'm not surprised because GOP doesn't give a fuck. They don't.
So let's talk about the thing that's going to make you moderately upset. Okay.
Okay.
So, you remember Faizon Love?
Occasionally.
Okay. So, for those who do not remember, I will refresh your memory for you. Faizon Love is mostly well known for his role as Big Worm in Friday. You may have also caught our cousin Faizon defending Bill Cosby on Twitter and calling people ugly black bitches and whatever the fuck else he called people. So today, he went on Le Breakfast Club, as niggas are one to do. And he said some foolishness. Give me 1 second to pull up the audio.
Now I saw you on Sway Show yesterday. You said Dave Chappelle is the wackest comedian out there. Why you feel that way, Faison?
I said, goodness. I said he's. Well, first of all, we were talking about the Monique situation, and she feels that she should get the same as him or whoever, whatever.
Close to, she said.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's like, it's not really about that. Netflix is just fucking with him. They've always fucked with Dave. They don't really fuck with us. But white people built Dave. He's never, for a fact, he's never made niggas laugh.
Dave funny now. Come on, Chappelle Show classic.
Chappelle Show was funny.
Charlie Murphy's Rest in Peace was classic. Dave Show, there was a season before that was whack.
Which one?
The first one.
No, man.
Yes.
Chappelle first two seasons was great.
No. The first season was whack. The second season is when Charlie started writing, and that's when you saw the Rick James and all the other fly stuff. But other than that, he wasn't fly. He wasn't funny.
First season was funny, Faizon.
Think about it.
What was on the first season?
Exactly.
They all blend together.
No, exactly. Go ahead, name some funny shit from the first season.
They all blend together, but he was funny, man.
Listen, okay. Say, before that, when he was funny.
I wasn't on Dave before that.
That's what I'm saying. So where's this king of the comedy shit come from?
His new stand-up is really good.
The last one was funny.
Yeah, and I went to go see him at Radio City. He was funny.
That shit was funny. The shit I saw was on New Year's Eve or whatever.
Yes. The little spot where you sitting.
Well, that was part of it.
Okay. So yeah, basically he was saying that white people built Dave Chappelle, and the first season of Dave Chappelle's show wasn't funny, and it didn't start to get funny until Charlie Murphy got there.
Which is a blatant fucking lie. Chappelle's show was fucking hilarious.
So I took the liberty of Googling all the things that happened in the first season of the Chappelle Show. First season, first episode, blind white supremacist.
Fucking hilarious.
Episode 2, we get Tyrone Bigham giving an anti-drug speech at the elementary school.
Hilarious.
Spoofs of slavery reparations. Ask a black dude. Ask a gay guy. The mad real world. Come on, bruh. Let's see.
When they was working at the juice place.
Yeah.
And he stabbed the white dude.
Episode 8, Tyrone Bigham's crack intervention. Episode 9, player haters ball.
Come on.
One
of the most quoted episodes.
Episode 12, trading spouses. That's all in the first season. Mad Real World was funny as fuck. Tyrone Biggums was born then. Now, I'm not gonna lie. Charlie Murphy's comedy has very much so contributed to the Chappelle Show, because the Prince story and the Rick James stories are the top biggest stories of, some of the funniest stuff on there, but don't make it seem like nigga Dave Chappelle just okay. So I understand what he was saying as far as white people not necessarily made Dave Chappelle, but I think that he was trying to respond to the fact that it's very hard for you to get on in Hollywood, and Dave Chappelle got on in Hollywood because he was able to make white people laugh early. But Dave Chappelle makes everybody, but Dave Chappelle makes everybody laugh because he's fucking hilarious.
Exactly. White people didn't make Dave Chappelle.
Like, now, did I go up for half baked the way that white people do? No, I do not. No, I don't know. I do kind of go up for half baked. That was a titty, fully. Either way, it goes to make and so I have a question. What is wrong with Faizon Love?
Listen, what did I say earlier? It's always the ugly niggas that got opinions. They always say something out of left field. Look, and it's always washed up, hating ass niggas who can't get a gig, who can't get booked to save their lives, who have something to say, and they think that it's insightful. And then you got Charlemagne. You got a goofy nigga like Charlemagne who's willing to give them a platform to speak. Look what Jay Holiday said about Beyonce and other singers talking about it's easier. What did he say? He said it's easier for women in music now. Like, what the shut up. And then I just heard that he gonna be on tour. Nigga singing what? All 3 songs from your 2 albums?
Yeah, 2 albums.
He only there only 2 that I know about. If there's more, I missed them. Yeah, which lets you know how relevant he is. So they're that.
Yeah, I don't understand why. There's something that's going on in the comedy world, and I want to know what it is. Like, I can understand in some senses being upset because of somebody else's success, but there is a level that I hate to use the word hater, but why is he hating like this?
He is hating because what he said wasn't true. You a hating ass nigga. If he was successful, he wouldn't have shit to say about Dave Chappelle, except for, oh, he's a genius, he's hilarious. You a hating ass nigga, you mad because he getting coins and he being booked for Netflix, and he making, I don't know how much he made off of Netflix, but he made a
20
good
million, I think.
Yeah, he made a good guap off of Netflix. And what have you done lately? He ain't done shit.
He did that one movie with the newlyweds.
And how long ago was that?
Girl, come on now.
Thank you.
Yeah, there's something going on, and it's really weird to me because, like, I understood where it was coming from when people were upset with Dave Chappelle, because I did hear his jokes on his comedy special, and they were out of line, they were out of color, and the nigga just decided that's the hill he want to die on, I guess. You know what I mean?
Which one? Which special you talking about?
The newest ones that came out. Well, there was some jokes on the first one that came out on Netflix that people were talking about were transphobic and everything like that. So then he came out with 2 more comedy specials that came out on New Year's, and he addressed them, and he just basically doubled down on it.
All right.
Yeah. And so, it was one of those, I don't have no problem with trans people. Like, I guess his joke was like, I believe trans people because, like, I don't believe Bruce Jenner because, he was saying that it's only okay because a rich white man wants to do it. And he believes transgender people because they're willing to cut their penises off for it.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
I mean, the only half point I'll give him is that Caitlyn Jenner does have privilege because she's white.
Oh yeah, that's easily addressed. Right, white and rich as hell. Ain't nobody gonna do shit about her. Can't nobody take any she got enough money that anybody who tries to take any opportunities away from her, it's not gonna make a difference to her.
Right. She's still trans and she's still oppressed in the fact that people still don't see trans people as real people or valid people. But bitch, she's still rich, so she ain't homeless. She ain't got to worry about where her next meal gonna be. And
people seeing her that way won't affect her the same way as it would affect anybody else.
Exactly, because and then she also has the privilege of, well, this goes in with, I guess, the richness. She also has the privilege of celebrity. Right. It's like people expect celebrities to be, quote unquote, wacky and crazy and unusual and exciting and entertaining. So she also has that privilege. I don't know what that would be. I guess that would be like class, but.
She has the class. She has the money in the class to be able to be as quote unquote eccentric as she wants. Right. So people can just play it off as that. Yeah. So, yeah.
So I guess if you'd have phrased it that way, it'd have been better. But
I think that was a part of the joke, but it was just the fact that like the jokes aren't funny because you're talking shit about people who are literally dying in the streets.
Yeah, it didn't land well.
And if you tell the joke the first time and people kind of brush it off or whatever like that, when you double down on it and you're like, no, I mean, because this is why. Because like I don't want to get too far into it, but he definitely decided that he wasn't going to back down off of that, and he said what he said. So I understand the controversy around that, and then I think that we talked a little bit about the controversy around Monique, which, by the way, there was an article that was going around that I saw and commented on that was posted by somebody, I forget who, but that they were saying that Netflix actually offered her $3 million and said that she had to audition. So then Monique came out and posted a email of the baseline terms and conditions of the contract. It was like the contract before signing. And to show like what the truth was, and they offered her $500,000, and then I think they said it was. I was listening to the Black Guy Who Tips a little bit earlier, but they offered her $500,000. They said that it was going to cost about $300,000 to film. Overall, they didn't know where they were going to do it, necessarily when they were going to do it. But the devil in the details kind of got. The devil came out in the details where it's like, of course, there's like, you're not able to use, we own all of the video and audio from the comedy special. But then it's something like, you can't use any of the jokes from that comedy special for, what is it? It's like 2 years or something like that. And it's 2 years, I think, after the premiere date. So you can't use that hour or, that material that you used on the special until 2 years after it airs. You can't take your own shit on tour.
Okay. Well, all right. That makes sense.
Well, it does. It makes sense in the sense of like, it would make sense if I was getting paid more money for it, my nigga, but you're not going to offer me $500,000 because like comedians, one thing that I've learned about comedians from listening to a lot of podcasts is that it takes a long time to come up with stand up. You know what I mean? And like an hour of stand up, like a really good hour of stand up that's worth recording for Netflix could take months, if not years to perfect. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And so then you're going to tell me that I am going to take all of this time to write an hour comedy special for $500,000, and I'm not even going to be able to use my own shit for 2 years. And then it was like she would have to give over rights, like if there was like another comedy special, I think, or something, they would have to have first dibs on her next comedy special. So like if she want to do another one, and this is after y'all done lowballed me. Y'all done played the fuck out of me for $500,000. Y'all not gonna give me them. Y'all not gonna turn around and give me $8 or $9 million because of the next one. So you already lowballing the fuck out of me, and then you're telling me that I'm not gonna have access to material that I worked my ass off for 2 years after you decide to release it, whenever the fuck that is.
Exactly. And you want me to take $500K?
Right.
No.
Which added more context to her claim of what she was saying about Netflix, and Netflix is fucked up for that. Still ain't boycotting though. Sorry, sis. Shitty deal. I mean, if you want me to write a letter, I can, but Netflix is here to stay, bro. They just had a new show come out called Altered Carbon. I can't wait to get started.
Well, I definitely agree with Monique, and I definitely stand with her because my bitch has won an Oscar. She's won a fucking Golden Globe. She's won a BAFTA, which is like the British version of an Emmy.
Mm-hmm.
She's won a Screen Actors Guild Award. She had her own fucking late night talk show. Like, we
talked about it on the show a little bit, and I think that she's definitely worth more than $500,000. Like, period. It's insulting,
especially since this is what pisses me off about this whole situation. Besides the fact that, of course, everybody wants to shit on the black woman because God forbid she asked for her fucking coins, but they paid Rae Davis, Rae, $5 million for his special on Netflix.
Nigga, you are lying.
Now, if we took a poll,
nigga, wait, stop. What?
They paid Rae Davis $5 million for his Netflix special.
Oh,
look that shit up. Look that shit up.
Shit, you're lying. Hold on.
Rae fucking Davis. Listen, I can't name shit that he's been in the past 5 years besides Wildin' Out, and I had to think about that. I had to think about that the other day. Barbershop. That's it. He got $5 million. That nigga is not that funny. He's not. And he certainly ain't worth $5 million. And somebody really tried to hop on my Facebook comments and tried to make an argument for why he's worth his money. You have lost your mind. Absolutely not. Ain't no way in no world Rae Davis is worth more than Monique. Sorry. She was one of the queens of comedy. Y'all can go fuck yourselves. Monique has a right to ask for her motherfucking coins. And then even after Wanda Sykes came out and said that, yeah, because Netflix did try to play me, they tried to pay me even less. Niggas still got something to say. Like, y'all just don't want black women to win. And I just wish y'all would all admit that you hate black women and go. Just keep it moving. Like, you are not fooling anybody. Did you find it?
Girl, I'm looking at these tweets now. Okay, so the plot fucking thickens. So Rae tweeted, allegedly, "Damn, I should have shut up about my little $5 million then. Hashtag how to act black on Netflix now. Time to get 12. So then he put another post out where he said, it was a tweet, and it said, "The Queens Monique and Wanda Sykes can get $20 million apiece. I wouldn't care. It's deserved. But I've never spoke." People must have been coming at his head like, "Nigga, you don't deserve it because you ain't shit." Which, nigga, you don't deserve it if she ain't getting it, because you did hear that Wanda Sykes came out and said that they offered her less than half of that.
Yeah, that's what I said.
That's crazy. I'm even more disgusted than I was before.
Yeah, so even after Wanda Sykes came out and confirmed that story that, yeah, Netflix is lowballing black women, niggas still are saying, but still, though, Monique don't deserve it. And people making memes and shit. Like, I know black people, we clown. But y'all wouldn't say this shit if fucking If Dave Chappelle told y'all to boycott fucking Comedy Central, y'all would do it.
No, because they took his show off the air and we was like, oh, how unfortunate.
I know people who are mad that his show was off the air. Like mad.
Like big mad?
Like big mad. I was sad because it was the only show that I was watching on Comedy Central.
Well, it wasn't my only show at the time, but it was a good show.
It's just, yes, it's y'all just don't want black women to win, but whatever.
Well, girl, let's wrap it up because it's getting late. You got a tea for tried it?
My tea for tried it is all the people who have something negative to say about black women when they have the audacity to speak up for themselves and demand what they're worth. God forbid. Y'all ain't shit. And y'all are transparent as fuck. Eat a dick. That's all.
Let's see. I'm trying to think of a good tea for tried it because I kind of have one, but then I kind of don't.
So my other tea.
You gonna go since I? Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
What?
Nothing. Go ahead, nigga.
Okay, my other tea for tried it is all these damn Instagram quote unquote fashion and style bloggers, who are on there bragging about how their style, they're chic, and all of that, and their whole fucking Instagram is just filled with various beige and white outfits. Listen. No, it's not impressive. It's very clean. It looks very, you look very clean and put together. But wearing various shades of beige and army green and white does not a fashion model style blogger make. I'm sorry. Add more color. Add plaid. Add prints. Like, I need you to be vivacious. Like, you're not. It's boring. Thanks. That's it.
So you remember how I was talking about scammers on the last HBOT?
Kind of, yes.
Okay. Well, I just want to say to the people on the internet, and this happens mostly on Instagram, but for good reason. It's the perfect app for it. If you had body enhancement surgery and then you are on the internet selling pipe dreams,
Ooh.
You need to stop.
Okay, this went a different direction.
Well, no, because there's some guru. I follow fitness people just like everybody else on Instagram, and there's some people who I know for a fact, just because I know how a real ass jiggles, that have had implants or whatever. It's a little bit, I can't really speak to a Brazilian butt lift or anything like that, because that's all a whole nother something. And I'm not shaming anybody who's had plastic surgery. Bitch, if I had the money, I'd be right out here with the bad bitch body like the rest of them. Don't get me wrong. But unfortunately, the difference between me and them is money. So, but there are some people, and the thing is it's not that they had the plastic surgery that's an issue. It's the fact that they're now on Instagram selling fitness plans and squat and all this stuff, and like promoting like, look how big of an ass you can get. And it's like, you didn't squat your way to glory like this. It ain't no amount of squats that's gonna take you from what you were to what you are, unless you squatting on the dick to get the bills paid. Right.
Or the fitness tee. Like, you didn't just lose all that weight.
Again, bitch, if that's what you did, shout out to you. I'm not mad. I'm not mad. Get your money, get you a new body. I'm not mad. Do you?
Right.
But don't be on the internet telling people that you got your body by working out when you know that you got your body by working somebody daddy out. Or mom. I don't know. It ain't my business.
Right, Kylie Jenner.
Don't even get me started. Because apparently I found out today that she been faking being pregnant? I thought everybody just knew she was.
Wait,
So
what?
everybody. So apparently, okay. So I on Twitter, I seen people talking about Kylie Jenner is pregnant. So I was like, oh, well, that's fine. And so then, like, I guess she premiered the video of her finding out that she was pregnant or something like that. And apparently she's been faking pregnant. I mean, not faking pregnant, but faking like she's not pregnant and trying to hide the baby bump and then trying to give like a big surprise, I'm pregnant, I had a baby.
Oh,
but apparently everybody,
I know that.
but apparently
you said-
everybody been knew about it.
Yeah, everybody knew about that. I thought you said she was faking like she was pregnant, and I was
No,
like,
she's
wait a
faking
minute.
like she wasn't pregnant. See, my thing was, I thought, because I remember they was showing a picture of like her on a magazine, and they was like, oh, how she hit her baby bump, and I thought about, like, oh, well, because she doesn't want to look pregnant in the picture. You know what I mean? So she, was crafty about it. The same way they used to do on TV. Apparently, I didn't know that it was supposed to be this big secret that she was pregnant. I thought that everybody just knew, and she was just hiding it, in pictures and stuff like that. Because she's, I guess, a model. So, if you're not supposed to be pregnant, you can just hook it up. You know what I mean?
No, everybody knew, but she thought that she was being slick by she thought that she was hiding it well, and she wasn't.
Oh, well, that's news to me. But anyway, the child done had a baby. Anyway, like,
no thanks.
that would be like, well, I guess Kylie Jenner did sell makeup and tried to make it pretend like, well, no, Kylie Jenner wasn't out there pretend like you can get lips like mine if you use this makeup and follow my tutorials.
She definitely was out there talking about how she got squats from her ass.
Yeah, I don't follow her closely enough for that, to be honest.
She definitely was saying that she got her ass by doing squats. Like, girl, if you don't go.
Just the same way that her sister lied about her ass coming from her being Armenian. Girl, one of your thighs would have came along with you.
Come on.
But
They come together. They're always a package deal.
You can't get away from it. But that's besides the point. This ain't about them. The point is that if you've had surgery to change the look of your body, and you're not being forthcoming about it when you're selling a product. Now, I'm not saying that at the beginning of the story you have to start off with a disclaimer. I went to Dr. Miami and he snatched a bitch and got her looking right. And then go on with your ad. I'm not saying that you have to do that, but there needs to be transparency in the fact that you had body modification surgery before you go out here and scam these people out of their money. Because I'm not, and that's not even to say that y'all fitness stuff don't work. I'm not saying that, but don't be out here talking about do my 3-tier squats a day and your ass could look like this. Like, no, it can't. You can't squat cherry tomatoes and the watermelons, baby.
And my whole thing is everybody already knows you had surgery. Just say it. Like, you're not being you would not be very hiding.
Surprised to know that there are people who genuinely think that. I mean, because I guess a lot of people, I guess us now that we're older and savvy, we understand that. But there's a lot of people who don't think about the fact. Like, did you know that there's some people who have had implants to make it look, to give them abs?
That's a bit much.
I mean, the only person that I not necessarily in real life, but like I'd seen the guy. The first time I saw it, I thought that it was only like the guy, the Ken doll guy. Have you seen him lately, girl?
Ugh.
Oh my goodness. Anyway,
it makes me so uncomfortable.
It's very strange, but it was like that was the first time I'd ever seen it. But like I've seen pictures and stuff of people who like will go to a plastic surgeon, they'll have them lose weight and then they'll like do something to like accentuate their ab muscle. They get like implants to make their abs look like they have abs. Apparently some bodybuilders do it to girl. It's a mess. All I'm saying is that that's your story, and if that's your testimony, the baby, that's your story and that's your testimony. Don't let me be the one, but be honest about your testimony now.
Please, because everybody already knows. I just feel like they insult people's intelligence. Like, ooh, this is authentic. Oh, okay. All right.
I actually have another question for you real quick before we get out of here. So I don't know if you've seen on Twitter, but there's this new trend of like when a girl or something will post a thirst trap, guys will go under the thirst trap and like have a completely separate conversation.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
What do you think about that? I think it's hilarious. Like, I get it. They're being assholes, but I'm like, you're not being a toxic douche about it. You know what I mean? You're being an
Yeah.
asshole, but you're not out here like, oh, bitch, put some clothes on, you know?
Yeah, on one hand, it's like, okay, it's just men being obnoxious. Like, let that girl, if she want to feel herself and she want to post a little pic, then let her post the pic. But then on the other hand, it's like, yeah, it is kind of funny because they're not talking about anything disrespectful. They're just having a regular conversation under the picture.
Yeah, like one
I
guy was like this one chick, she posted a picture. There was a very good thirst trapper under it. He was like, I don't give a fuck what nobody says. Red vines are better than Twizzlers. And it started this whole thing under this picture. And like, I get it. Like I said, I get it. I understand that it's passive aggressive and they're being dickheads, but that shit's still funny.
It is. I feel both ways.
I might
about
be
it.
problematic for thinking it's hilarious, but that shit cracks me up.
It is kind of funny.
Oh wait, we forgot to do a yes, bitch. That's usually Lloyd's job. Damn. Oh well, you know what? I would like to give a nice yes to Cardi B, who was in the Amazon commercials. Did you see those commercials?
The Alexa commercial.
Yes. Those commercials were hilarious. Also, she did a very good job performing on the Grammys. That was great. I was happy to see her there. Apparently, her and Bruno Mars are going on like a 12-city tour.
Yeah, I saw that.
So, I mean, like we said, she's problematic fave, but, you know, I feel bad just even, God, I don't know. I'm so conflicted. It is so hard when you find out that, you know, somebody you know is kind of trash.
Yeah, it's rough. It's very rough. It's like, come on, man. I'm rooting for you, dog. Come on now.
And that's how I feel. Like, I feel like I'm giving Cardi B props, and then I'm just like, oh, God, but, jeez. You know?
She makes it difficult to root for her.
You know what? Like, there was one time I was listening, like, flipping through my music on my, flipping through the music on my phone, like, through my car or whatever. And I probably flipped through 10 songs, and I couldn't listen to it. I'm like, oh, this is, what was his name? Like, one of the songs came out, oh, this is Robin Thicke. I love this song. He also stalked and abused and cheated on his wife all the time. And then Trey Songz came on, and I'm like, ugh, he blocked me on Twitter. And he sings like R. Kelly. R. Kelly is a perv. And then I switched
Wait,
to
what did you
song.
what did the hell did you do to Trey Songz?
Story. I corrected him in a song, and he didn't like it very much. Anyway, guys, we appreciate you for listening.
Wow.
If you want to email the show, you can email us at HoustonWeHaveAProblemPod@gmail.com. You can tweet us at T for Tried It. You can go to the Black Astronauts Facebook page and also the group Black Astronauts Podcast Network. Just click to be added, and we will add you right in. You can also go to the Patreon to contribute. Don't forget to keep an eye on the Facebook group and or the feed, because we will be announcing the new changes that we are making to Patreon. And if you would like to find me, Rae, you can find me all over the internet at This Zeta's a Jerk.
Yes, I would also like to give a special shout out to two of my husbands, Daddy Yankee and also Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo's birthday is today.
I'll pause the recording. We're not doing that. No, I'm kidding. Go ahead.
And Daddy Yankee's birthday was just the other day, so happy birthday to two of my husbands.
Daddy Yankee was looking fine. You know, I don't really like light-skinned men like that, but he was looking cute.
He's always been fine. 15 years of marital bliss. Anyways, so stop judging me. If you want to find me, you can find me on Twitter and on Tumblr as the Chrissy Chula, and on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook as Chrissy Chula. And then if you want to email me to get some of my body scrubs and all of my other goodies, or if you want to be on Ask Chrissy, or if you just want to say, what up, girl, you can email me at ask_Chrissy@yahoo.com. And then also I have my own Patreon page, so help a sister out because she's trying to get a computer. It's patreon.com/Chrissy Chula. That's Chrissy Chula spelled KRISSYCHULA.
Yes. And guys, we will see y'all next time. Till then, Peace.